Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, the 19th of January. It was such a fun clubhouse yesterday. Once again, I can never emphasize enough how much fun it is to see one person say something about food, and boom, the conversation for the next 2 hours is geared in that direction, talking about. It's just amazing to me every time, just the different avenues that get discussed. And also, the the connection that the community has created amongst themselves is something really special. It's something that when this all started, I really had no idea what this was going to be about. I'd never experienced anything like this before, but I'm so profoundly pleased with the direction and the relationships that have come out of this. It's really amazing, and we had a great time. And then after that, I got to hang with Vicki Abelson on her show, and it was fun talking to her for a couple hours in there. I was toast last night, but it was really one fabulous evening. Vicky's really a great hang, and smart, and it was a real kick to do that. Now we're gearing up for upcoming things with the band. I'm still working on Lyle tunes, getting ready to hit the road with that. It's real interesting. I got sent this unit. It's an acoustic tour that we're doing, and but Lyle said, I'd like to get together in the hotel beforehand and we can work on some stuff. Well, he's got his acoustic guitar, and Luke's got his violin, and Jeff has his acoustic guitar, and I'm sitting here with Dingwall, and I'm going, it's really kind of hard to do it. Well, my friends over at Phil Jones, I've never had gotten to use any Phil Jones stuff. I am a euphonic audio person, but they sent me this little practice amp. Little tiny thing here, pretty cool, and I plugged it in, and it's going to be perfect for the hotel room practicing with the guys. It's just loud enough where I can hear my parts, and they can hear them too, and we can discuss things and actually have a relationship musically, rather than me kind of just sitting there silently hoping I'm playing the right parts. So this is cool, and I'm just going to carry it on the plane. I'm going to put it in a little bag and just use it as a piece of carry-on with me. So that's cool. Got a bunch of things to do. I've got a pile of book orders here, so I'm going to get these out of the way as soon as we finish this up. I've been sitting here kind of in a holding pattern because my internet was down all morning. I wanted to start this about 10 o'clock, and I went in here to log in, and boom, you do not have a connection. I've been on with Spectrum, trying to get this sorted out. I'm in kind of a weird nether world of internet over here because I'm in the Arroyo area, and a mile east of me, the internet works a lot better, but I'm not moving to get better internet. It's just a pain in the ass is what it is. But that being said, I am going to go visit a guy who I've done a number of projects with, and this was really a cool album to work on. We did this kind of a thing with Rod Stewart, where it was the songs of the 80s with Rod Stewart. Well, lo and behold, I ended up doing an album, Sounds of the 80s, with Barry Manilow. So I thought I would play a few songs. We did this back in 2008. The credits are staggering on this one. I think everybody in town was involved in this, but I'm going to read you some. Actually, I'll go to one of these. It's easier to see on one of the videos. They've actually listed all the credits, which is really nice. So this is tedious because it's a lot, but it's really important because these are the cream of the crop. Okay, associated performer, background vocalist, keyboards, piano, producer, programmer, and recording engineer, Scott Erickson. Randy Kerber on piano, background vocal and piano, and programmer Greg O'Connor. Jim Cox is playing keyboards on this. On guitar, we have Tim Pierce, Oscar Neves, Eddie Arkin, myself on bass. On drums, there were 3 different drummers on this project. I'm like the only guy that was the person that did the whole project, I think. We had Charlie Morgan on drums, John Ferraro on drums, and John Robinson, JR, on drums. David Rosenblatt on percussion, background vocal, percussion, recording engineer Michael Lloyd on this. Background vocalist Kayla Balch, 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 I think. Randy Crenshaw on backgrounds, Ron Dante on background vocals, Vanjie Gunn on background vocals, and Jeff Gunn on background vocals, and Wendy Wagner on background vocals. Then we have all the string section on here. On violin, we have Asa Drory, Joel Derwin, I think, Anatoly Rosinski, Johanna Kretzi. I mean, there's so many names here that just haven't met these people. Sangha Lee on violin, Raymond Kobler on violin, Rebecca Bunnell on violin, Chaim Strum on violin, Ronald Folsom, Rita Weber, E. Samuel Fisher, Lisa Dodlinger, Leanne Mautner, Philip Levy, Darius Campo, Teresa Stanislav, Irina Volashina, and now we get to violas. It's Roland Cato, V. Miskatsi, it's a lot of names like Polish names and Russian names here. It's hard, I'm not sure exact pronunciations. Evan Wilson and Alma Fernandez. And then on cello, we had Larry Corbett, Christina Soule, Ira Glansbeek, John Waltz, Armin Kazjikian, I believe, and Cecilia San. On this, on harp, we had Marcia Dickstein. On French horn, I mean, it's a big orchestra on this project. French horn, Stephen Becknell, Brian O'Connor, James Atkinson, Daniel Kelly. On flute, we had Sheridan Stokes, Gary Foster, and Greg Huckings. Executive producer on this project was Gary Keefe. Mark Hewlett was listed as a producer also. Bob Kearney is one of the recording engineers. Bill Schnee was mixing recording engineer. Brian Donovan, Nathaniel Kunkel, Russ Kunkel's son, one of the engineers. Michael Leonard, George Leisure, this Ken Sleeter, Jeff Lloyd, Darius Fong. Mastering engineer on this was Doug Sachs, and mastering engineer also listed as Robert Hadley. So that's the team on this one. But I'm going to go ahead. Wow, little premature articulation. God, I'm going to get some pills for that. It just reminded me of an old Groucho Marx jokes. I think I'll let it go. I don't know who listens to these things. I don't want anybody to get offended here. But how do you not with Groucho? Okay, this is I'm going to go back to that first page. I'll give you little writer credits and stuff like right on here. Well, this is I Just Called to Say I Love You, written by Stevie Wonder, and it was arranged by Barry Manilow and Oscar Neves. So let's see what we got. There it is. I got a few songs here. I know this is tedious when I start going off on these rants. That's a good time to, like go out and wash the car, do your taxes, make a smoothie, and start your day. So here we go. I just called to say I love you. Really, I did.
No New Year's Day to celebrate, no chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away, no first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, Barry.
No summer's high,
Nothing like a good
no
modulation.
warm July, no harvest moon to light one tender August night, no autumn breeze, no falling leaves, not even time for birds to fly to southern skies. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I just called
One more.
to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, of my heart. Ooh, from my heart. From my heart.
He's so good. You know, I mean, people have, not necessarily been kind over the years, but he puts on an unbelievably great show. Dedicated. I mean, he just works his ass off. He's really an entertainer's entertainer. And I loved doing this album. Here's another one called Have I Told You Lately? Let's see. I forget I'm going to get some writing credits on here. Have I Told You Lately? Written by, this is the Van Morrison one. It was orchestrated by J. Barrick Griffiths. On this. Have I told you lately? Here we go. These are all Frankenstein. I'm using that on this album.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness, you take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Oh, the morning sun in all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, and somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, it's mine like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness, you take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness, you take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. You take away all my sadness, you fill my life with gladness, my troubles, that's what you do.
I've always liked that, the fact that Barry, and it's like he's a no-frills singer. He's not all kinds of gymnastics and stuff where some people get so deep into that you can't even remember what the word was when they started because they've gone so many places before they complete the word. Much prefer this. I thought I'd rejoin you here. Let me check out what we got next here. Oh, this is great too. This is old Journey tune, Open Arms. It was arranged by Barry and Scott Erickson, and it was written by Jonathan Cain and Steve Perry. So here we go, Open Arms. And the album again is called The Greatest Songs of the 80s, Barry Manilow.
You here in the dark, feeling your heart beat with mine. Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so blind? We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and here you are by my side. So now I come to you with open arms, nothing to hide. Believe without you, living alone. This empty house seems so cold. Wanting to hold you, wanting you near. How much I wanted you home. But now that you've come back, turned night into day, I need you to stay. So now I come
Yeah,
to you.
one of those great drum fills.
Open arms, nothing to hide. Believe what I say. So here I am with open arms, hoping you'll see what your love means to me. Open arms. Open arms.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tune. Okay, one more. This is "Islands in the Stream," written by the Gibbs, Barry, Maurice, and Robin, and this is a duet with Reba McEntire, and it was arranged by Barry and Scott Erickson. So here we go. I'm going to do "Islands in the Stream."
Something going on. You do something to me that I can't explain.
Hey.
Hold me closer and I feel no pain. Every beat of my heart, we got something going on. Tender love is blind, it requires a dedication. All this life we feel needs no conversation. We ride it together, making love with each other, Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we'll rely on each other. From one lover to another. I can't live without you if the love was gone. Everything is nothing if you got no one.
that's Barry Manilow. The album is called The Greatest Songs of the 80s. There's a ton of songs, and some might revisit this one a little bit more. But for the moment, I'm going to get going. I got to sign some books and get them to the post office, and then some errands to run, and then back to Lyle Land. So I'm going to wish everybody a great day. I want to thank everybody for a great clubhouse yesterday. You are one hell of a community. I love you to death. So take good care, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, have a good one.